Okay, you are welcome to today's class. Today we are going to be talking about the emerging issues in public sector accounting and finance. Now, one would wonder what this topic relates to. This topic actually deals with the Treasury Single Account, Government Information, Government Integrated Financial Management Information System, and also the payroll accounting and how they are all linked together. And as I said earlier on, we are going to be discussing about Treasury Single Account. Now, the first thing we are going to look at is Treasury Single Account. And Treasury Single Account, this can be described as the consolidated or unified bank accounts of the federal government through which government revenues are received and banked with the commercial banks in Nigeria. Now, Treasury Single Account is an account that all the individual accounts of the Nigerian NDAs, NDA means ministry, department and agency, are linked to. That is to say, any sum that is paid into the NDA's bank account, at the end of every working day, they are transferred to the Treasury Single Account. This is actually very interesting because it makes the government, CBN and the Accountant General to have an oversight function on all the activities of the NDAs. But it is quite important to identify that this has not solved the problem of Nigerian corruption issues. Now, we move on. Objectives of Treasury Single Account. It avails cash to government. It makes government to have access to what? To cash in order to meet their commitments. 2. Controlling framework of Nigeria. It helps to control the framework of Nigeria. Improvement of management of domestic borrowing. It helps government to invest idle cash and generate returns. It promotes accountability and transparency. So, Treasury Single Account helps government to have more cash at their disposal, and this will help them to work towards achieving a lot with their available cash. You understand? It promotes accountability and transparency. Irrespective of how the Treasury Single Account has tried to promote transparency, this has not actually achieved a lot in the areas of reducing corruption in the Nigerian polity. But all the same, a milestone has been achieved with the use of Treasury Single Account. Now, the models of Treasury Single Account. There are basically two models of Treasury Single Account. One is centralized and two is decentralized. One is centralized and two decentralized. Now, we will take them one after the other so you can appreciate what they mean. Now, when we talk about centralized model, here all transactions are processed through TSA. It is relatively not practiced in Nigeria, so Nigeria don't practice this type of Treasury Single Account. And you know, historically, Treasury Single Account was recommended by the International Monetary Fund. You understand? And many governments have adopted this. So Nigeria don't practice centralized, where every expenditure, every revenue will be paid and collated through the Treasury Single Account. So now, decentralized model. Under this model, all transactions are not processed through TSA, and the NDAs have some level of autonomy over their transactions, but are moderated by the Ministry of Finance. You understand? So under the decentralized, which Nigeria practice, all their sum are not paid into the treasury single account, and at the same time the MDAs, and I've told you the meaning of MDAs, ministries, departments and agency, enjoy some level of autonomy that they can decide what to spend on and all that. Reasons for treasury single account: one, proliferations of the deposit money bank's current account. That is to say, MDAs were having many accounts with commercial banks, and sometimes some money will be left in this account unknown to the MDAs, and some persons will still go back there and steal this money. So due to the creation of numerous bank accounts by the ministries, departments and agencies, that was when Nigeria decided to adopt single treasury account so that they can have an oversight function, as I said at the beginning of the class. Inability to ascertain the actual cash position at any point in time. Inability to ascertain the actual cash position at any point in time. That time before the adoption of TSA, Nigerian government cannot say how much they have in a particular day, because there was no management system to ensure that we have the sum all in the bank accounts of all the ministries, departments and agencies. Excess idle cash was existing. Before the adoption of TSA, Nigerian government will often go back to bank to borrow their money, because they don't know they have money with banks. So they will now go back to borrow your own money and pay interest. So with TSA, the government can now know that they have so amount in their account and they can use it if they so wish. Lack of proper cash management and all that. So we now look at benefits of treasury single account. It promotes efficiency and effective utilization of government fund. You see, with TSA, government were now using their fund efficiently. It promotes accountability and transparency in government operations. So it reduces the rate of borrowing and its inherent cost. And borrowing has a cost. You pay interest on that value. So that is that for that. So we now have components of treasury single account. One is e-payment and two is e-collections. Now, when we talk about e-payment, we're looking at a system or method of payment that are made through the use of electronics, just like wire transfer. So e-payment started in 2012 and e-collection started in 2015. Stakeholders of treasury single account: Central Bank of Nigeria, Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, demand deposit banks, that is what I meant by DDBs, demand deposit banks, MDAs. So these are the stakeholders of treasury single account. Now look at automated accounting, transaction recording and report system. See, this is a system, a management system, or a management information system that automates all the transaction capturing and the reporting system. That is to say, what is happening in a particular ministry can be seen by their minister or by the personal permanent secretary through the use of ATRRS. Now let's look at it. This is a public sector accounting software application developed by the Treasury to facilitate the processing of input of accounting transactions and the generation of standard accounting report as prescribed by the Treasury. The introduction of this package promotes rendering of accounting returns by the ministries, departments and agencies, and generation of analytical reports and all that. So when this accounting system was introduced, or software, it ensures that transactions are recorded automatically whereby we can generate reports to see what has happened in the past. Benefits of it: one, it laid the foundation of GIFMIS. It's laid the foundation of GIFMIS. GIFMIS simply means it laid the foundation of GIFMIS. GIFMIS simply means government. It simply means government. It simply means government integrated financial management information system. So GIFMIS is a more of the integration of all the financial activities of the government into one software. So ATRRS laid the foundation for the introduction of GIFMIS, which is an integrated financial system of government. It reduces the learning period. It reduces the learning period of staff. It facilitates easy reconciliation of various transactions that MDAs held with DBBs. So let's continue. So after that, we're going to look at integrated personnel and payroll information system. This accounting application software developed by the federal government to help them manage their payroll, because Nigeria was spending a lot of money on ghost workers. So this automated system was introduced to ensure that the activities of workers are automated, even salaries, payments are automated, and all that. You can see recently ASU has been agitating that they don't want to join the IPPIS. So as I said, the IPPIS, ASU has been agitating not to join, and this actually has caused a lot of issue in the public sector. Now, IPPIS, as you know, manages the payroll of government. It reduces the rate of ghost workers, and also ensure that salaries are paid instantaneously, immediately the month ends, without delay, without having to write papers and all that. So it is very, very important. Now, the last part we will look at is GIFMIS. GIFMIS is a product of the Economic Reform and Government Project, which will support the public sector resources management and targeted anti-corruption initiatives. So, as I was saying, GIFMIS it improves. Therefore, GIFMIS is described as an IT-based system for budget management and accounting to improve the public expenditure management process and enhance greater accountability. This involves the integration of information to enable government of Nigeria to plan and control their financial resources effectively. Purpose of GIFMIS were given effectively, so that you read up, and the objectives, they are in the notes. So on this note, we'll come to the end of the class, and do have a nice day. Please read up, it is important. It comes out every now and then, so it is important that you go through it. Do have a nice day.